leather gloves, we're slapping in hams, popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands, pink cotton candy, love on a stick, who's chasing the deer, that circle the lips, play ball, play ball. Load the bases and smack it right out of the wall. Play ball.
And I want to see my face. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives Live. Look at her. First time on this show. One more time. Live. Excellent. We're here from Paradise Studios and Strong Island Television in beautiful Massapequa, New York. Right by the Long Island Railroad. And Danny's, who we might get as a sponsor. Let's mention his name tonight. More money, maybe.
Yes, Danny's. Delicious. Love your egg rolls.
Yep. Chinese restaurant right next door is a pizzeria. And we're here. We're here. Our show is sponsored by, Butch is going to be so proud of me, Barish and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
They're amazing.
Yes,
absolutely
Michael
amazing.
Barish, one of our good friends of the show. He came to the show in Manhattan a few weeks ago with a whole crew of his employees, bought drinks afterwards on the street. We had a ball. So my co-host tonight is Shari Polen. Hi, Shari.
Hi.
She is so cool. She is so excited to be here.
I'm so stoked.
She thinks this is like a real show. She I said, did you watch any of our previous shows? I hope not, because she probably wouldn't have showed up. But she did. She's brave. She's here. And we're going to have some fun. We have some good guests tonight. We have retired FDNY firefighter and owner of Fireground Technologies, Larry Cohen, who I used to work with at the FDNY. Good guy doing some good work. We're going to talk to him. One of our biggest guests, Scott Stanford, is coming back tonight. He's like, we've had on Al Capone. No, we didn't. We had on director Sandro, throw some of those guests. We had on many people. We had on big guests. Robin from Batman and Robin.
Rich Little. Rich Little. We've had Robin, Burt Ward from Batman. We've had
one more. Give me one more.
No, Rich Little. Anton Williams from Happy Days.
Yes, so we've had on some big guests, but I have to tell you, Scott is right in there. He's one of our big guests. We throw them on sometimes, and people go, "Oh my God, Laughter Saves Lives."
It's real. It's real.
Yes, they're the real deal. Let me tell you this. I want to change my name.
To what?
I don't know, but who changes their name at 62? Do I look 62, by the way?
No.
She will co-host again and get many comedy gigs. I don't know. Giovanni, my dad's name is Giovanni. I love that.
Wait
Isn't
a second.
that romantic?
That's like very sexy.
All right, let's say,
you don't even need a last name for that.
This is what I always say. Let's say we're the same age. You're not 100 years younger than me. We're both single, and we're in high school. Okay? And I come up to you, and I say, hello. And you say, hi. And you say, what's your name? And I go, Giovanni. I'm halfway. Am I not halfway there?
I mean, you're probably going to be like more than halfway there.
See, Giovanni. Well, now it's a little late because my wife would get pissed if I changed it, and then the ladies would. But I want to change.
Why? I mean, let me ask.
I want to change. I just want to change things up.
Okay. In
my life, just want to do different things.
I mean, you could really use your last name for your first name.
How about Larocchia? No.
I don't even think I say your last name properly. I'm sorry.
Nobody does. Try it.
Larocchia.
You roll. See, my last name is not meant to roll.
But I have to roll. But
it's so romantic if I say Larocchia, right? Now watch this. Stay in your seat. Keep your distance. Watch this.
I'm scared.
My name is Giovanni Larocchia.
Oh my God!
You're being pulled right towards me. It's sexy.
That's movie magic right there.
And getting on sexy. Talking about sexy. I was in Everett, Massachusetts last week, and they put me up at the Wynn Encore Casino Hotel.
And now
I broadcast the show from the room with wearing my robe last week, which I thought was impressive. I don't know. A lot of people tuned out. when they saw the hairy chest, but I had the robe on like Howard Hughes.
Let me just tell you something.
Yeah.
Really quickly. That hairy chest situation.
Yes.
I think it's very sexy.
Really?
For men that are able to actually grow hair. Like if you don't have any hair on you, it's like boyish.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It was not Howard Hughes that had the robe. It was Hugh Hefner. Howard Hughes was the industrial tycoon. Hughes Aviation, TWA in the 30s and 40s.
This is why I have you here correcting my ignorance. Correcting my ignorance. But you didn't know that Howard Hughes loved robes. I found this out from research. I do research.
But I knew that's not who you were thinking of.
I was not. So in the room, you turn the lights on, and the shade is big window, 17th floor, 19th floor, and the window, the shades open. And I'm like, what the frig? Shower, bathtub, 2 sinks. I was brushing my teeth.
Wait, by an open window was the shower?
No.
Oh.
No.
It wasn't like a Vegas style.
It was cool. It was pretty cool. And I'm going back in 2 weeks. I'm teaching again. Thank you, Everett Fire Department, for welcoming me. I had a ball teaching you guys, and I can't wait to come back.
And I want to be there too. I like Everett, Massachusetts.
Everett is right outside of Boston.
Yeah.
Right. No,
I really know where it is.
You are smart.
And I would love to go to the firehouse. I do like.
Well, we didn't teach in the firehouse.
I would like to be invited to the Everett.
Well, how about this? We're going to be doing a comedy show there.
Oh my goodness.
So maybe we'll bring you and you can do the show with us.
Sure.
I need to get a car for Olivia. She's at Binghamton. I actually gave her my car this week because she came in to see her boyfriend who was in from Alabama, and they have 4 days off. It's mid-semester break.
Okay.
So she only had it for 3 days. She doesn't have a car up there. She's loving it. She's cruising around. I think she's doing Uber with it up there. I don't know what she's doing because she's driving.
Is that her first year there?
It is her 4th year there.
Nice.
And she's going one more and will finish her master's. Started this semester in her senior year, one more. She's a very bright child.
Good.
Takes after her mother. I was waiting for John to say something over there. So I need to buy her a car. I hate buying really used cars. I never bought new cars. I hate walking in there, and I need to do a lot of stuff online.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you can't buy. I mean, I guess you could buy a new car online, but don't you like that new car smell?
I like the new car smell. I don't like the smell of the new car salesman.
Yes.
And I don't mean that.
Well, it's heavy cologne. Maybe they were drinking a lot. Maybe they were smoking a lot. So it's a heavy cologne, and then usually it's like a mint. And I'm very anti mints. I like spearmint, and that's about it. And wintergreen.
They all don't smell like that. That might have been just the one guy that.
We might have had the same guy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I don't mean the smell, the physical smell.
Oh,
I hate that whole. You walk in and want to buy a car, and then they're like, all right, let me start giving them prices. And so you need to go in there knowing what the bottom line price is. I walked in the other day, I said, I want to do a test drive, right? Took the guy's car, and he looks at me and he goes, if I'm the salesman, get up out of your chair. Hey, what's your name, John? Listen, whatever you need, I'll try to help you.
Yeah.
He looks at me from the desk and he goes, it's better if you make an appointment.
Seriously?
Yeah, and he's out of that's outright. I'm not going to deal with him. But I look at him and I go, that's why I took your card, because I'm going to call to make an appointment. Thank you very much. And I know I don't want to deal with that guy.
No.
What do people don't understand? Just say, hey, Johnny, baby. Hey, you looking good? You want to come back for a call? I'll take care of you. Johnny, baby. How old are you? 50? He knows I'm older. Boom, 2 in a row. Get me rolling a little bit. No, you don't agree with that. Get me rolling. Get me feeling good. No?
I don't, it's hard for me because I've gone into a car dealership and they're very different to women.
They are.
I don't want to say all of them. I don't want to, it's not hate mail. So you don't have to text me and everything saying oh, I'm a car salesman and I don't hate women. I'm not saying you hate me, but it's very different. I've gone in there and I asked the same questions that my husband has asked.
Right.
And then my husband came home with the Jeep that I have now with a hell of a different discount. So
that's not right. I'll tell you a funny story. You want to hear a funny story? John Santos in the room. John, stick your head in. John Santos here. One of the regular co-hosts. Very funny guy. There he is. Hey, John. Love him. He's
I had no idea.
That's right. Stop by to support us. He's
awesome.
awesome.
Your face. Remember, that's
that's right. I'm also doing the Miami Vice look. I'm going to Miami Vice convention later in the week.
Last week we had Alex Bork. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Butch is going to pronounce it right.
Supreme Court Justice?
We sent a check out. He lost his leg due to cancer, a firefighter, 2 young children. We're going to do the online November 14th. We'll throw the flyer up in a second. Fundraiser for him out of the studio here for a few organizations. But because you're buying my shirts, you're booking Laughter Saves Lives, you're sending in donations, we wrote out a decent check today, mailed it to Alex to help him buy groceries, whatever.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Hey, John, I just wanted to give you a heads up. We have a lot of Suki and Scott's fans who are watching the show tonight for the first time, so I thought maybe you could take a minute and just tell everybody what Laughter Saves Lives is all about.
Thank you, Butch. Laughter Saves Lives Foundation and Comedy Tour. We have the new Heroes Tour. Laughter Saves Lives Foundation was started after 9/11. I lost 19 guys in my house on 9/11. They always made me laugh. We did a lot of crying. Went to a lot of funerals, memorials. This 9/11 was just horrible for me. So we make people laugh as they always made me laugh. We make people laugh as a way to remember them. We make people laugh and raise money for different charities in their name. And that's pretty much what it is. Our latest endeavor is helping this firefighter in Lafayette who lost his leg. We also sent another check to General Needs recently, who helps homeless and needy veterans.
That's amazing.
Who with basic stuff, shoes, socks, sneakers, that kind of stuff. So thank you, Butch.
It's very. I just want to take a minute. That's very commendable. I feel like your organization goes above and beyond, and you don't ever tell someone to oh wait, we'll get back to you. So it's really, really commendable.
It's therapeutic. It's therapeutic for me to give back in their name. It feels good, and anybody that does the shows for us, they love it. You're going to be on board now as a Laughter Saves Lives comic. So thanks, Butch. Uncle Pat's funeral is Friday. Uncle Pat was 97. Uncle Pat was a detective. 3 mayors. He was the bodyguard, Lindsay, Wagner, and Beam. He was an awesome uncle, an awesome grandpa, an awesome great-grandpa. He died in the middle of COVID, and we're finally having his funeral Friday in Long Island. They were in Florida. My Aunt Rosemary, who's my mother's older sister, is coming up, and the family's getting together to say goodbye to Uncle Pat. So loved you, and we miss you. He was an awesome guy. A boxer, a Golden Glove referee.
Really?
Yeah. And just an awesome. He used to call us when he flew over the roof with the helicopter, the Maze helicopter. Get on the roof. We get on the roof. Cool stuff. My Fitbit.
Where is it? Oh my God! But I see the tan line.
My Fitbit is my daughter has the charger in her car. I am like this now. I didn't do any exercise this morning, and I had 3 breakfasts because I'm disgusted when I don't have my Fitbit, and I can't control myself. Then I need those steps. So let's bring up some of our flyers.
Yes.
Bobby, can you bring up some of our flyers that Butch sent you and I sent you? If we have, hopefully, with how many? What's this one? This is not the finished, completed one. That show was moved to the fall. I think, yes. Next one. What else we got?
I can't see from here.
I have a hard time. There it is. That's November 14th.
Yeah, I see that.
Here, Paradise Studios. Go on LaughterSavesLives.org. Pick Laughter Saves Lives as your charity, or you can pick one of the other ones. And it's $15 a ticket. Listen, don't be a cheap fireman. If you're having 10 people over, buy a few freaking tickets. Don't buy one $15 ticket. Have 10 people over, $1.50 a head. Buy 3 or 4. You don't have to buy 10. Buy a few. Anything else we got, Bob? That is the lovely Shari Polen on that flyer.
Oh, is that me?
Yes, it is. And we have Mick Thomas headlining this show. Our salesman with our sponsors, Les Deegan, is on. He'll be emceeing. Johnny L will be doing a solid set of comedy.
Awesome.
Solid. It's going to be a fun night. The date of that show is November 11th.
Which is, I think, Veterans Day. No?
I don't know.
Right? Is it?
Yes.
And then the 12th will be in Jersey at an raising money for an ice skating team. And then it's going to be a busy weekend for Laughter Saves Lives. Let's go to a commercial break, and then we'll be back with our first guest, who is Larry.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Rossi.
And I'm Arthur Lee, the creator of Like That.
We're here today to announce that to date, LifeVac has saved hundreds of lives of people who almost died due to choking.
People may not realize that on average, 14 people a day die from choking-related incidents. Every 5 days, one of those lives is a child. That's why I created LifeVac.
And as a new mom, and from housewife to housewife, I felt compelled to share with you the discovery of this life-saving device.
LifeVac is a simple-to-use airway clearance device. Just place, push, and pull to save a life.
And it costs less than it would take to fill up your car with a tank of gas. Imagine being able to save a life for less than $70.
To learn more, please visit lifevac.net.
That's LIFEVAC.net.
Please don't allow one of your loved ones to become the victim of a choking accident.
9/11 didn't end on 9/11. 500,000 people were exposed to the World Trade Center toxins and are still at risk today. 68 cancers have been linked, including skin cancers, prostate cancer, breast cancer, blood cancers, and many respiratory illnesses. Fortunately, all victims qualify for free health care, and more than $10 billion is available from the 9/11 Victim Compensation Fund.
I was a paralegal just 2 blocks from Ground Zero. I had skin cancer and lymphoma.
I worked at Goldman Sachs. I had kidney cancer and respiratory illnesses.
I was a downtown teacher. I had breast cancer. I qualify.
I qualify.
I qualify.
If you were downtown anytime on or after 9/11, call Barish and McGarry, the lawyers for the 9/11 community. Call today. No law firm has recovered more money with over $2 billion awarded to 9/11 victims. If you worked, lived, or went to school in the exposure zone on or after 9/11, call Barish and McGarry today.
My father worked downtown. He died of bladder cancer.
I ran from Gateway Plaza in a cloud of smoke as the towers fell.
My mother and I qualify.
I qualify.
Barish and McGarry's advocacy for 9/11 victims isn't just professional, it's personal. With offices just steps from Ground Zero, they witnessed the pain of the 9/11 attacks and lobbied Congress to pass and permanently extend the Victim Compensation Fund.
I was a downtown court officer. I had prostate cancer in 2007. I qualify.
We all qualify.
And we're back. Quickly, let me mention, next week I'm teaching for Homeland Security because I'm very smart. In Pembroke, you don't believe that, in Pembroke, New Hampshire. And I said, I'm going to have fun in Pembroke. So I looked up what's going on next week. Let me go through every day very quickly because Larry's waiting. Tuesday, the library is open. Thank God. They have story time and a planning board meeting that day. That's what's going on in Pembroke on Tuesday. Library's open the next day. There's a book sale also that day. A lot of book things. And the library board meeting. Then you have the Energy Advisory Committee, library open. Thursday. What is that?
Mahjong.
Mahjong. That is the big thing that's going on next week when I'm there. Let's bring up Larry Cohen from Fireground Technologies. My brother, how are you?
How are you, Giovanni?
Oh, see? Do you see?
He's
and the way he's, I'm attracted. All right, so thank you, Larry. I always said to the guys at the firehouse, I don't drink. I only drink wine, and I only drink wine when I want to be romantic. I may have said this to you, Larry, when I worked with you. So if I start drinking, start running. Did I ever say that to you, Larry?
You were always drunk in the firehouse.
Well, no, I didn't drink in the... Larry, if you would say one quality that made me shine in the firehouse, what would that be? Could you find one?
Can you give me a week or so to come up with something?
Yes. It's not. Don't laugh at him. Yes, I can,
I like
Larry.
that. I like Larry already.
You were a nice guy. How's that?
I'll take it. If I was known as a nice guy, right? I'll take that, Larry. Thank you. And you were a nice guy.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, but you're on the show, and I have to look like I'm a very nice host.
Fair enough.
So, very interesting. I didn't need to drink there. I do. It was just for effect. I do some training. I've been teaching for years, and Larry knows I'm very smart. I've been teaching for years for the IFF and Homeland Security and a few other companies. And it's pretty cool when you can impart some knowledge that you think could save another firefighter's life. We get a lot of respect being from the FDNY, and I always say, listen, that's not me. That's my guys that came before me that were heroes and laid the groundwork for us. Because when we walk into a room, we say FDNY, it means something to a lot of these departments. Am I right?
Absolutely. We were blessed to work for that department.
Yes, you are correct. And
I just want to say, I feel like amazed just sitting next to you. Like
I
have the utmost respect for.
Don't be.
Well,
I guess
don't say that in front of Larry.
I guess I feel so good talking to Larry tonight.
Well, Larry did something very interesting. He is the owner of Fireground Technologies, and he started a company. And I've been following him on Facebook for a while, and he's doing great work. Larry, tell us a little bit about what you do and how it started from the FDNY. What were the deficiencies that firefighters had that you fill in that gap to save their lives or help save their lives?
Well, we started in about 1998 when I was with you in 3 and 12. And it started out as just lecturing. And as time went by, the company grew. We started doing a lot of hands-on, but we focused on the basics, engine company operations, ladder company operations. And then the safety survival, rapid intervention came about. And this was all prior to all the social media websites. And there was a demand out there, and I put a group of guys together, majority from the FDNY, and we went around the country, and we've grown. And we did mainly firefighting classes, and then the Black Sunday event, as you know, in 2005, that the FDNY experienced, resulted in a development of an escape system. And,
Larry, can I just pause 1 second? Can you say a little bit of what happened at the Black Sunday event?
Well, I don't want to get into specifics, but in a nutshell, we had a group of firefighters that got trapped on the upper floor, and they had no way of getting out. And unfortunately, they had to jump. Some survived and some did not. And as a result, the job focused in on that. As you know, John, when we first got on, we had a harness and a bag of rope. In this day and age, that didn't suffice. So the FDNY and a company by the name of Petzl, collaborative effort, engineered a piece of equipment called the Petzl XO. And we are their primary dealer trainer. And we've been successful with that tremendously. We go all over the country. We've been as far north as Fairbanks, Alaska.
Wow.
California. We just did Houston, Texas. And it's a life-saving device for each individual firefighter. And that's really taken over my business compared to all the other classes we do. We still do everything else, but that really takes up 90% of our time.
Fantastic.
Would you say that your company is busy like all year round? Is there a busier time? Is there a busier season, a slower season?
Primarily, being that summertime, everyone likes to take off, including myself. We don't do a lot of training during the months of July, August, and it's also hot. Fall time and springtime are huge. The business is very erratic. Most of the work is done weekends. Probably 75% of our clients are volunteer departments, and 25 are career paid departments.
Larry, I'm trying to remember, what is the highest floor that a firefighter can rappel from? Well, rappel is probably the wrong word. Slide from with this rope now. I don't know if it's any different than when I was on the job. How, they're being forced out the window. The fire is very hot. And if nobody's ever been in a fire that hot, and you can imagine just when you stick your head in the oven, you're getting some. The fire is pushing you. It's physically pushing you towards the window. How many floors can you climb up? How high?
Well, there's not a single answer to that because you have 50 feet of rope in the system. So if a firefighter were to have to evacuate the atmosphere he's in and he anchors at the windowsill, he literally has 50 feet of vertical rope. However, if that firefighter decides to tie off to a substantial object inside the room and eats up 20 feet,
right?
In essence, he has 30 feet of vertical rope to slide down. So it's not made to get you to the ground every time. It's made to get you out of an untenable position into a better position, whether it be on a balcony, a fire escape, a setback. If you can manage to get to the ground, that's the best possible option, but that's not always the case.
And that's what I was going to say is that, hopefully the firefighter does have a radio and he gives a mayday and he lets them know he's going out the window, and somebody will go to a lower floor and break the window, open the window, and pull that guy in if he can't make it to the ground. So it's a really cool piece of equipment. It's great work you're doing.
It is. There's other systems out there, but I think, in my opinion, the Petzl system is the best. It's currently being used by the FDNY. All 11,000 of our brothers have that.
Wow.
Along with their Gemtor harness. It's incorporated into their bunker gear. The way it's designed, it can, if it's used properly, you can get yourself out of an environment in 10 seconds or less.
Wow.
You don't have one in front of you there, right?
No, I didn't want to confuse you.
It doesn't take much. Thank you for doing that. I would have been embarrassed. But you say it takes 10 seconds. Can you tell us actually what they hook it onto, why they can do it so quickly?
So the system is comprised of several components, one of which is a forged alloy steel hook, a 50-foot Technor rope, which is stitched to the hook. The rope runs through the actual device called the EXO. And then there's a tri-action carabiner that's attached to the device, which attaches to the A-frame of the harness. And when that's all neatly packed in a bag or in a pocket on your right side.
Right.
And unfortunately, if a firefighter were to be in a position where they'd have to use this, they simply open the bag, reach for the hook, pull the hook out, give 2 hard shots to deploy the entire system out of the pocket. And once that's done, that system is ready to be used. And all they theoretically have to do is grab the hook, place it at the windowsill, hold your hand on the hook, roll out of the window. And once the weight of the firefighter is brought upon the rope and the system, they remove their hand. There's a release lever. They pull that back, and they slowly descend down to wherever they need to go.
You know what we're gonna do one day?
To do it?
I'm gonna come up there and I'll do a slide. We'll videotape it for the viewers. I think that'd be. Oh, am I allowed to do it?
Do you think you're capable?
Let me think about it. All right.
That's a shot. That's a shot. I know.
Larry, I can't thank you enough for coming on and talking about this. You're doing great work out there, and it was always a pleasure working with you. You're a dedicated guy.
John, you've been bugging me for a long time off Facebook.
Yes.
And you finally won. Obviously, I'm here. Our businesses, or your interests and my interests, are quite different. But we go to a lot of firehouses. If there's anything that Fireground Tech can do to help you raise money, we're all in.
Cool.
That's
Thank you so much, Larry.
Larry, that's
Thank
great.
you. All right,
All
be
right.
well, my friend, and we will take you up on that.
All right, John. It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Larry. Good night.
Take care.
Let's go to commercial, and we'll be back with Scott.
A yard without mosquitoes is always the most popular yard in the neighborhood.
They're home!
Scatter! Homeowners, consider yourselves warned.
Again?
Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again.
And it's complete. Hey, we're back. We were just talking about Larry, what a great guest he was.
I want to see you in that harness.
She wants to see me in the harness.
Oh, harness.
The harness. The harness. I will be wearing the harness when I slide out the window. This is weird, but when I got on the jab, I'm still afraid of heights. Figure that one out. Always did my job. Always climbed the ladders. I'm afraid of heights.
Really?
Yep.
Well, maybe it's that mindset. Like, you're there to.
Oh, I got to do it. I got to do it. I did it.
Yeah.
But even to this day, I climb a ladder, even like 2 stories, I'm afraid. Well, let's bring on our next guest. Heavy hitter, Larry.
Good morning, yesterday. Hi, hey guys, what's going on?
Beautiful, Scott.
Amazing. He's like a real deal.
He's like a star. This is one of when Laughter Saves Lives says, we need a few more viewers next week. We bring out the heavy hitters. We bring out batting fourth, Mr. Scott.
Wait a minute. Right? Piscopo wasn't available tonight? Where is he?
Well, there was a few people who weren't available. It doesn't matter. You're here. You are here, my friend.
Listen, I like the new set. You got out of your king's chair. It looks good. I like it. And here we go.
You always come through for us. We don't bother you often because we know, that you'll dump us. But when we ask, you always come on, and we appreciate that.
Mr. Reliable, Mr. Utility. I'm always here for you, Johnny boy.
I know you are.
Just keep the checks coming, and I'll show up whenever you need me. It's fine. Listen, John, I did not come alone tonight.
No.
Oh, my God.
Let me guess. Let me guess.
Go ahead. You could take a guess. Could be any number of people.
Is it anybody in your family?
It is nobody in my family. No, that wouldn't excite you one bit.
It's not my favorite New York co-host or host of a morning show ever, is it?
It is not. It is not Sukanya Krishnan, although she will be here with me at about 9 o'clock Eastern time.
I love her.
I brought somebody for you who's got more followers than all of us combined.
Okay.
500,000 followers.
Oh, we have about 100 to 200,000,
or just 200 to 300.
That's it.
Just 300.
That's it.
This gentleman has a following not only all over the country but all over the world. He is a former Air Force or a current Air Force vet. He is a former Oklahoma police officer, an Oklahoma PD sniper, and he is a viral singing sensation.
Oh.
The third part of the Suki and Scott show, the man who makes the viewers tick, my buddy, my pal, Mr. Phil Paz. Phil, come on in here, would you? Come on in, Philly kid.
Hey.
Did Phil know that this was the show you were bringing him on? Because we've had Phil on before. We love Phil. We've had him on. But from what I understand, he was like, I don't know if I want to go back. So did you fool him into coming on?
I told Phil we had Richard Marks back on the Suki and Scott show tonight, so that's who we thought he was interviewing. But here he is. Listen, not only is he known around the world, he's now Bruce Willis's stand-in for all of Bruce's movies.
Are you? No, you're kidding me. Are you?
Would I kid you?
You can believe about half of what Scott says. But
that much?
No, listen, I got to tell you, Scott asked me, he said, hey, can you do the show? And I said, yes, I can, because, I love you guys and everything y'all stand for with the show, and
so, we love you.
That's awesome.
And I'm just glad. And I have to admit, I was sitting here at my desk and I was kind of getting ready for the show, and you brought Larry Cohen in, and I started shuffling around because for a split second I thought you had brought me in. And I'm not going to say we look alike, but Larry is a very good-looking man.
Larry is a good man. Usually it's like 2 or 3 Stunads we have on here, But we added some beauty tonight.
Yes. It's about time. It's about time for guys.
Right? Yes. I mean, we usually have Santo on, and he's in the corner over there on the phone. He's not listening to me. So
listen, we have, by the way, John, I see the comments. We have many of the Suki and Scott show viewers on here right now.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
And I told them, if Phil comes on with me, of course he'll sing a song because that's what they all love. It's never to see Suki or myself or the guests we have on the show. It's always, when is Phil coming on to sing? I've had some of the biggest singers on our show. From Dennis DeYoung from Styx, Richard Marks, Rick Springfield. We have them all, because Sophie B. Hawkins, and all I see is, when's Phil coming on, for God's sake?
Is Sophie B. Hawkins the one that made the American flag?
No, that's
Betsy Ross.
That's Betsy Ross.
I'm kidding.
But I can see how you'd be confused.
Phil, what are you going to sing for us, my brother?
Hey, well, I'm going to throw a little quiz into it. Then I'm going to sing a song.
Oh, we love this.
This is kind of a regular thing with Scott and I. I give him a little quiz and I'll sing a song.
Well, he's the quiz master.
Yeah. So today, 10/12 of 35, this singer was born. Okay. He was part of a duo, kind of like Scott and I, part of a duo. And this is one of their biggest songs. I'm going to sing the song, and then you guys see if you can name the singer.
It was 1935, you said? 1935?
Yes.
All right, go.
October 12th, 1935.
All right.
And it goes a little something like this. Coming to you on a dusty road, good loving, I got a truckload. And when you get it, you got something. So don't you worry, cause I'm a-coming, cause I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Well, I'm a soul man. Hey, I'm a soul man. I got what I got the hard way, and I make it better each and every day. So honey said, now don't you fret, cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Cause I'm a soul man.
Is John Belushi? Was he born?
Well, before the Blues Brothers did it, Sam and Dave did it.
There you go.
Sam and Dave what?
Sam and Dave. That's the name of the group. Sam and Dave.
Sam
They were
Moore.
duo, right?
Sam
They were duo?
Moore. Yeah. Sam Moore and Dave Prater. It was actually Sam's birthday is today. 86 years old.
Excellent. I didn't realize that song was done before Belushi did it for the movie. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. Way back in the day. Hey, John, I got to tell you, man, since the last time I've been on here, you've been doing something because you look like a lean, mean fighter.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. He's 10. He's 10. He just had his anniversary recently.
You know what I do, Phil? I'm not in the shape you're in. I'm not. My wife always says, no matter what you do, your upper body looks like a wimp. But I try to do something every day. I do my steps. I have my weights. I go down the park. I do some weights, throw the weighted ball. I try.
John, listen.
You know why? Because I want to keep up with the grandchildren.
Right, exactly. I've got two myself now, and that's you got to stay in shape to keep up with them.
Oh yeah. I
John,
love
when are
walking the little guy to school in the morning? Go ahead, Scott.
When are we bringing this party back to a comedy club stage, man? I'm waiting for that. It's got to be time by now, no?
Well, yes. I was going to ask you tonight while you were on the air. We want to do something big in the city. We want you to co-host the show maybe with me, do something, raise some money for a charity you support, and also Laughter Saves Lives. So Butch is gonna talk to you about that this week, and let's get a date on the calendar and kick some ass with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we support disabled vets on our show, so that would be perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, and and I'm kind of branching off, from my singing. I'm also just hanging around with you guys and listening to you. I get inspired, and I've been working on my own comedy stand-up routine.
Yeah, we gotta get Phil in from Oklahoma, Johnny. We gotta get him in for the show.
I will fly in because and part of my act, I was working on it today for my wife. She thinks I'm dumb, but I'll lay it on you guys. So speaking of first responders and firefighters, what if Ray Romano was a captain? Shows up to the scene and says, "Hey, guys, that's a big fire. Come on, guys, we got to put that fire. Hey, Ma, would you get off of the truck, Ma?"
That's very funny, Raymond. Very funny.
I have in my act that I didn't realize when I went through the academy. When I showed up I wasn't too brave before I became a fireman. It wasn't something I grew up wanting to do. So when I showed up my first fire, we got off the truck and the captain said, "Okay, throw on your mask. We're going in." And I go, "We're going in? We can't use the hose from the outside?" So anywho, you want to give us one more tune?
Oh, yes. Philly? Yeah. What do you got, Philly kid?
Okay, here's one of Scott's favorite I know, and it goes something like this. I used to spend my nights out in a bar room, Liquor was the only love I've ever known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom, and you brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy, baby. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
Oh, baby.
All right, boys, listen.
That's amazing.
We're gonna. I should have had you guys the whole hour. We're gonna have to let you go because we have a comic in the waiting room.
Go ahead, my man. Go ahead.
If you guys, I don't know how busy you are. If you want to hang out and watch her, that's fine. If not, if you got to go.
Before we say goodbye, though, we who have been on Strong Island Television for a while, Scotty, why don't you let everybody know, all of our fans, that you're a part of the Strong Island family too?
Yes. We stream the Suki and Scott show on Strong Island TV every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, except for today and tomorrow, only because yours truly was doing a little something for extra, which, Johnny, you could see on Friday night on Fox stations around the country. Little extra TV, little special corresponding I've been doing. So that'll be on Friday night at 7:30.
At what time are you on Strong Island, Scott?
Strong Island, usually 1 o'clock, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We stream live at the same time as we stream on the Suki and Scott show. We're now on Strong Island TV.
Well,
hey,
it's an honor to be on the same station as you.
Seriously.
I'm going to tell we're on with Suki and Scott.
They're like hardcore celebrities.
They're celebrities, and I'm like Stunat. I'm like a freaking idiot.
Hey, I want to come back, John. I want to come back.
Absolutely. And Scott, little something in common. You're going to be on Extra every Friday. I get an extra bagel. Extra,
nice, baby.
Extra every Friday. Extra bagel. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We can't
see you later, Butch.
We love you, pal.
That was a nice surprise.
Good
See you,
seeing you, Philly. Thanks, guys.
Take care, guys.
That was awesome. We're going to go to commercial, and we'll be back with Rosanne.
Yes, she's phenomenal. She's so funny.
Jack, put your phone away. We're having dinner.
Hey, guys.
Hi,
how you doing? What can I get you?
You guys want appetizers?
For some reason, I just got a craving for smoked meat.
Well, you ordered something already. The menu hasn't changed. You looked at it 3 times.
I don't know what I want yet.
I wanted chicken, but I think it's blackened, so I'll have a burger.
How'd you like that cooked?
Medium.
Do you have any specials? Specials? Boss, what are specials?
What's the matter? You don't know the specials?
Look at this smoke.
What smoke?
We gotta get these dumps clean.
Nah, they're fine.
You know what? We're just gonna take our order to go, okay?
In business since 2003, MCN duct cleaning is the result of many years of research and continuing education. Realizing the need to provide a safer and cleaner environment for families on Long Island, MCN services both residential and commercial properties by cleaning dryer vents, fireplaces, HVAC systems, and so much more. This not only improves air quality, but it could also reduce your energy bills by making things run more efficiently. So, if you want to make your house or business safer and cut down on your bills in the process, give our friend Matt over at MCN a call now.
Is that steak well done?
Maybe call a little bit sooner than these guys did.
Rosanne, pronounce the last name. Rosanne Sorrentino. We're back with Rosanne Sorrentino. I'm looking down how to pronounce a name.
Oh, look what he did, the magic.
I screw up everything. Where's Rosanne? Where is she?
He changed
Bring her in. Bring her in.
There she is.
Hey, Rosanne.
Hello, how are you?
Are you enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the show. I am. Larry was very funny.
Yes. And very, very knowledgeable and doing great work.
Yes.
And then we had a surprise tonight, our first night on. It's our first night that will be on Long Island Cable TV tonight.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, and I'm not shaved, and we're going to be on
channel. That's all right. Channel 115 next week, and Rosanne is going to be on our first show.
First show.
Woo! Oh, I'm drinking
tomorrow. I would have worn a suit.
Rosanne is drinking wine.
I am. I'm drinking wine.
You're on your first glass? You have wine in there?
Maybe my third. I'm not sure. I lost count waiting.
Well, we can't thank you enough for doing it. Your daughter has been on my shows. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes, you are. Yes, she's very funny.
She's very funny. And
I mean, she got it from me, clearly, because
yes,
she wasn't just born that way.
No, that's true. That's true. And we want to have you on some of our shows.
I would love that.
We love bringing new people, right? We love bringing new people on and watching the excitement of being in front of a big audience.
Yes.
And, and then I turn around and maybe, well, you probably have been paid for shows already that you worked for other people. But I like to be the first person that pays somebody. I love that.
Well, John, you could be the first person who pays me substantially.
Ask Santo. He's been working for me for 6 years. There's never a payment that he receives that he goes home and says, honey, John paid me substantially.
You know what?
Right?
Just working with you,
Yes.
whatever comes in the
This
dollars.
is a load of crap.
I don't get paid in dollars.
This
I get
is
paid in
a load of crap.
In the joy of working with John.
Yeah. But I try.
And I cover some of my expenses.
I try. So now, are you? Can I ask some personal questions?
Sure.
Are you a single mom at this point, or are you married?
I am not married. I'm divorced.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping for widow.
But that didn't happen.
No, he just couldn't make me happy.
No.
No.
What was his biggest fault? Did he have something? What was his biggest? Because I got a lot of them.
Oh, his biggest fault was breathing.
No, that was his. So
I think that's my fault too.
Now, what's kind of interesting is you are out dating again. I would assume because you're a very pretty girl.
Well, thank you. I'm in the mix.
You're in the mix. Can you give our single moms or any pointers or any stories as to what's going on in your life that maybe help them?
Yeah, stay home. All right, because I've tried all the different modes of dating. The online dating, you might as well just be swiping through mugshots. It's terrible. Friend with benefits. I usually get the low frills friend with benefits. That's the guy. He hits you up at midnight. You up? I got pizza. Yeah, 20 minutes later, he's snoring, and I'm eating a whole pie in my bed, ugly crying. It's not pretty.
Well, that's a nice way to meet people by ordering food, too. You get the people delivering the food.
Chinese food right here.
That's how I'm getting paid tonight. That's my payment.
Ordering the food. But if my dog doesn't jump up and, nip him in the hoo-has, then we're good. But
Hoo-has. I haven't heard.
I think I know what that means. That I know.
That one you know.
I know that one.
There was we
don't want to get into
that. No,
that.
we're not going to get into it. On the commercial break, one of us brought up a very naughty term.
Which I didn't know was a naughty term.
And it wasn't any of the males on the set.
Oh, well.
Except you knew what it was.
But I
knew what it was.
I know what it was, so I'm just as bad.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was naughty.
But this one's a rip.
I'm sure.
She is funny. She is very funny.
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely. I would love to work with her one day.
Oh my! Well, I just wanted to say something.
Yes.
I've never met you in person, but I've seen you perform, and I've caught some of your segments online, and I think you're really one of the funniest people. So when people ask me who some of my favorite female comedians are, which I always say broadly, it doesn't have to be female, just who your favorite comedians. You're always in my top 3.
Am I in the top 3? I hope not.
Yeah. So I wanted to say that to you like live on this show, like not.
1, 2, 3,
But yeah, so I always have
Female
been a
comics.
huge fan. I've been blessed to also work with your daughter, who is exceptionally hysterical.
Blessed.
So I absolutely love you. I obviously love your daughter. I love everyone.
Just
so top 3 on the show right now.
Just so you know, and if you have a co-host to show me, just so you know, when you're co-hosting, you don't have to say, "Can I say something?" That's why you're here.
Right. Yeah,
that's why you're here.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, more like can I say something? I want to get everyone's like attention. That
Okay.
is, you know.
I'm just busting your chops.
Multitasking. Ooh, chops.
Keep an eye on the time. Doesn't she have a set?
That's all right.
What else you got for us? What else is going on?
Well, I just made a movie this summer, John.
No.
I did. I made a movie. It's an independent film. It's called The Ruggieros. I played an Italian mom. I know it's a stretch, but I think I managed to pull it off. And we're waiting earnestly to hear if it's got accepted into any film festivals. We're waiting to hear from Sundance.
Awesome.
Let us know. That is
I will.
That's
I
awesome.
will. It's very exciting.
Are you doing and live on the air? I want to apologize for canceling on the show you put me on. I was going through a rough time. I can't say that.
I think you just did.
But if you can put me on another show, I will kick ass.
All right. Well, I'll put you on a show if you have me come guest co-host on your show one day.
Yes.
I love these women. They just make deal. They just pray. They
wheeling.
What is it called? They.
Well, you should. You should.
She's
hilarious.
Done.
You have to have her on a show.
It's done.
And this way, I don't have to come in and co-host with him.
Yeah, it's
so
done.
you're helping me.
Here's our producer.
That's what I'm helping
live on the air by an Italian woman.
Yeah, well, you should be used to that, John.
I am. I lived with 3 women for a while.
Are you going to make her call you Giovanni?
As we're winding down, John, is there anything? First of all, we want to thank all the Suki and Scott show viewers who are actually hanging in with us tonight and still.
Thank you.
They're still chatting on Facebook and YouTube Live. Please come back. But while they're here, is there any announcement you would like to make?
Me?
Yes, like night switching or anything like that.
Oh,
like on New Date and Time. Check local listings.
I am pregnant.
Tell them about
the new day. We're switching
time slots.
We are making the night moves. We're going to be on Wednesday at 8:00. And the reason being, I have wonderful co-hosts, Santo, Pat Marone, and Rich Walker. And Rich Walker teaches a class on Tuesday. And we want to be
No. That's not that's right. The reason is because we feel that it'll be a big boost in ratings to the show because the show's so powerful. We move to a primer time slot. Not that somebody can't do the show. That's a story, right?
Yeah, I guess
we're moving to a big Wednesday night lineup.
And 1 week we're going to have Rosanne
co-hosting. Doesn't that sound better?
Right, Rosanne?
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? I'll even sing too.
So we will be on Wednesday night at 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
I'm sorry, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. I apologize. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on channel 115 on Optimum and Altice. Channel 115, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m.
This show will be seen next week. So we're a week behind. So
channel
115.
So
we're like the first. I don't want to.
Wow, this is a pioneering thing.
Yes.
John, do I have to subscribe to that channel or do I already get it?
You already get it.
Subscribe and pay $50 a month to see my dopey face.
It's actually very exciting because all of Long Island, which of course is where Laughter Saves Lives is based.
Long Island.
Long Island will be able to see us.
We got to be professional. We got to get off on time. I ordered Chinese food that Bobby didn't eat this time.
How big is your wallet?
Rosanne, thank you.
John, thank you. Shari, thank you. Butch, everybody, thank you so much.
Thank you to Larry. Thanks to Scott Stanford. Thank you to Phil Paz for stopping by.
And we'll see you next week. Check your local listings.
Look at this wallet.
But right back here Wednesday night at 8 live.
I will be in Pembroke, New Hampshire playing Mahjong.
Mahjong.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Take care. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you, Shari. Thank you, John.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Was chasing the beer that circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball. Play ball.